first little test, even though it's only 3 feet. Just a little bit of break from left to right.
Confidently popped in for Hannah Green. Her advantage is 2 with 9 to play.
Yeah, as we head into the back 9 on Sunday, looks like there are 4 players still in the hunt for an HSBC Women's World Championship crown. Hannah Green up at the top, an eagle at the 8th, the difference maker at this point in time. Players chasing Austin Kim. Will it be a first LPGA win for the American, who has put herself in the mix here with some fine play on Sunday? Angel Yin, a proven winner on the LPGA Tour. And of course Minjee Lee, the world number 4, starting her 2026 season and looking to begin in winning ways.
Well, gonna have to bend this one on 11, Austin Kim.
Absolutely, got to try and fade that round the tree. Will it be 90% air? She went through it. She got away with it. Trying to cut it and just pushed it.
Again, it's one of those moments, Katrina. She's gotten away with one.
Mimi Rhodes trying to save par.
Yeah, raced her first putt past.
Let's take a look at number 10.
Yeah, here's a look at the 10th, par 4, gently down the hill, 385 yards, and just pinches in the fairway here, just at 250 yards. And you saw that huge drive from Austin Kim. She just took the trees out of play on the right-hand side. But a good drive here sets up a really good birdie chance today. Just 100 yards, probably roughly, into this hole. Just in that front section, 6 yards on with a little bit of the backstop that'll bring it back down towards the hole.
Down on that green at 10, head on you for birdie. Steady. Too many mistakes today so far for Hate on You. 1 over for the final round. Back up to the tee at 10, and Hannah Green.
Less than half the field hit this fairway.
Now Angel Yin on the tee.
Hannah Green has hit it down the left-hand side. She has missed the fairway, but if you are going to miss, left is better than right, as you've got the trap to come over to a front pin. Now, the reason I say hit the fairway is because we've got a front pin, downhill, downwind, and this green is known to release, so you'd like to get some purchase with your second shot.
And that one's definitely going to have some tree trouble. You can see that tree right in front of the ball. He's going to have to try and manipulate something round to that front pin.
You feel with Minjee Lee, she's missing the tee shots right, and the approach is ever so slightly pulled. 3 demanding tee shots coming up though.
New driver in the bag this year for Minjee Lee, and it works well there at the 10th. And we'll go down to the green where Hate on You has this for par to avoid a 4th bogey of the round. Okay. Heading into the back 9 on Sunday. How will this play out? I think we're in for a fascinating couple of hours. Hannah Green with a 2-shot lead here in Singapore. It's a question of how much these chasers are able to press.
How much they can press, and if Hannah Green makes makes a mistake, if she keeps going along, doing what she's doing, picking up birdie here, birdie there, it's going to be very difficult for that chasing pack. They're going to have to do something very special. But as we know, the back nine on a Sunday, when the pressure's on, you just never quite know.
And Hannah has had highs and lows here. She's finished with a few bogeys to lose, and she's finished with 3 birdies to win.
Yeah, so she'll know, even if she's got a 3-shot lead going into the last 3. She's made 3 birdies before to win this, so she'll know someone else could.
Disappointing day for Lynn Grant.
Yeah, I had high hopes for her.
And Gino Titico in the world #1. A run of top 10 finishes. Looks like it's going to come to an end here. She will return in a couple of weeks' time. Fortinet Founders Cup. Brooke Matthews, her first time in Singapore. This event really for players that have had a good season the year before. Your position in the race to the CME Globe rankings determines whether you make it to Singapore. This is the green at number 10, and Area Jutanagan for birdie.
Just a little left to right she could do with this one. Oh, it's just not happening for Area today.
Gino Titicun through the back of the green at 15.
In the hole!
Very nearly for the tie.
And this is where the final group have driven it. Really depends on the trees there for Angel Yin. May well, as you say, Katrina, have some issues. Minji's in good shape. Hannah just depends on the lie. Area Jutanagan dropped a shot at 10. So missed that one coming back. 3 straight bogeys for Area Jutanagan.
50, looking like the underground section.
Yeah.
See if it lands short and put the top right.
Yeah, I like that. I love that club. Yes, I do. Yeah. I mean, I think that club's good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Greenie has some branches in front of her. It would be very unlucky if she does hit them. 50-degree wedge, 121 yards flag.
Go.
And that was a little unlucky. It's not a bad miss there. You're better short than long. If you go long over that slope, it's a very fast putt.
Minji needs to produce some magic here on the back nine.
116 gap wedge.
Trying to get a little bit better. Three behind, which she knows still very much all to play for.
Nice sail, please. Guys, on the left.
And what does Angel face?
It needs to go 5 yards in the air for the first 30 yards and then go upwards vertically. So it's just an impossible shot. She's got 2 trees to worry about. So as low is the option. Will it chase through the to the fairway? There's quite a lot of rough between her and flag.
Okay.
It's 6 yards to the flag, and it's 100 to the front edge. And it's going to have to run up to that green.
Beautifully played. Little punch out. That was a little unlucky, actually. Just played it under the first one. It just had enough height to get over the second one.
Well, after skimming it through the trees, Austin Kim has a birdie look ahead on 11. She knew she had the line as well.
Talking to herself, saying, why didn't I hit it?
Still, you aren't complaining if you take a 4 on this 11th hole. Kim remains 2 behind.
Sin Bouchard for a birdie at 12.
She's going to have a bit of work left for par.
Yeah, Lydia Ko's got herself some work for par ahead on 15. Poor tee shot. Chip finished here. Not this time. So Dame Lydia Ko is going to drop a shot there. Earlier in the week, just hasn't been 100% physically fit over the fortnight.
No, she's battled very well through some illness.
Well, it looked like Angel Yin was going to pull off something very special from the trees, but has left herself this third at 10.
Got caught up in the grain of the fairway, didn't it? If it had been the other side of the fairway, it might have got front edge. She has 10 yards to the edge of that green, and that is where she has to land this golf ball, on the surface.
She landed it exactly where you said, Sophie. Nicely played.
Pauline Racine-Bouchard trying to save par at 12. Best finish as an individual on the LPGA Tour, tied for 8th. 2 other high finishes were in the Dow Championship team event. So that'll be a good goal for Pauline Racine-Bouchard today. Try and beat that tied 8th spot. Now Hannah Green, 3rd.
First green she's missed.
No trouble.
Yeah, she couldn't have missed it in an easier spot. You heard them, her and her husband, when they were talking about it. That was the miss they were looking for if it hadn't popped up onto the green.
Husband Jared Felden on the bag. Himself, the New Zealand PGA champion back in 2017. Still plays down in Australia. Was at the highest of his world rankings, 372nd. So he's been inside the top 400 in the world, knows what it takes to compete at the highest level, and he's been on the bag for his wife for a couple of weeks. How about Minjee Lee, 4th in the world, turned professional 2014. As an amateur, it was Minjee Lee and Lydia Ko, the 2 young stars who everybody had their eyes on, and they've become great champions in the professional game. 3-time major winner, and she's a legitimate candidate to win a career Grand Slam.
Absolutely, she's got to be eyeing up the Chevron in the AIG this year. She's got the game, hasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, proving that you can win those different major championships.
Just shows you can play under all sorts of different conditions, different types of golf courses.
And she will still very much have her eyes on the prize here, trying to get within 2 of the lead.
She has been very solid on that length.
Put that long putter in the bag at the beginning of last year.
Stand still, please. One more.
Felt like there needed to be a change. Got a new man on the bag at the beginning of 2025. That win at the KPMG Women's PGA really validated the decisions that she had made, the changes that she had made to her game. Now Angel Yin for par.
And that was a very good par from the trees. Keeps her within 3.
Has been the hardest hole so far this week, but it's playing easier today. Austin Kim coming back.
Quite a sharp dog leg from left to right. You can run out of fairway down the left, hence why Austin's just gone with the 3-wood.
And the final group of the day making their way up to the 11th.
And the 11th, it's a bit of a beast of a hole, 434 yards, but all the way uphill. And you've got to try and land it on that left-hand half of the fairway, just in there at that kind of 255 to 270 range. You can see that big tree on the right. That really just blocks out the right-hand side of the green, so you've really got to be left. And the pin today is in that back right section. But the green is a bit much like an upturned saucer. It all falls away.
Second hardest hole on the golf course in this final round has yielded just the 6 birdies.
I love the way she says beast. It is. It really is. You've got to set yourself up on this 11th hole, plot your way down it, but then you look at the yardage book and you think it's 434 yards. So you've got to really stand up and rip one. You've got to hit driver because of the length of it. But knowing that you only have that 20 yards of fairway to work with on the left half, the wind is a breath back into Minjee Lee's face.
Just a little bit down the right side. Would have preferred that 10 yards further left.
Minjee is blocked out. We'll have to hit a fade around the tree. We've got a back hole location today.
That is ideal from Hannah down the left side of the fairway.
And we've mentioned that Angel Yin likes to hit a draw. If she hits it where Minjee Lee has hit her tee shot, it just won't set up right for her for a second. Must take this left half.
I think Angel's so desperate to get it on that left side that she's just pulled it a little bit. Again, we'll just need to wait and see what's in front of her.
Well, some excellent golf from the 2024 champion. Hannah Green has seen her build a 2-shot advantage as she chases a second title here at Sentosa.
Sentosa has been the home of the HSBC Women's World Championship since 2013. He's played over at the Serapong course for a few years, and then in 2017 moved across to the renovated and redesigned Tanjong course. And we have enjoyed the action here ever since.
Out to 11 we go, and Heiran Yu putting from that middle level of this 3-tiered green.
Austin Kim drove it well at 12, second shot.
Perfect view down there to the pin. Just tucked on the right side of the bunker.
Just getting a little more tense, Austin Kim, with her demeanour.
You can just see she'll have seen a leaderboard. She's only 2 behind now. Back in contention.
That's how the final group of the day have negotiated their tee shots at this 11th. Players work their way up some elevation to this upturned saucer green. Out of that left rough, as long as the lie's okay, might be better off than Minjee Lee in the right half of the fairway. He's going to have to manufacture something around that tall tree. Does Angel have some kind of angle? We'll get Sophie to... Sophie, have you had a chance to look at Angel's options from that left rough?
It's not good. You've got a tree 30 yards ahead of her. You've got to keep it low. But what you now notice on this hole is there's a line of rough that goes in between green and fairway on the upslope, which means you can't hit the chaser that you could do on firm and fast fairways. You could wrap this from right to left, which is the option.
I got 182. So you think long is better, right?
And you're not going to be like long just because
She's rubbing her hands together. You've got to paint the picture here. You'll see this ball flight. The lie's great for being that far in the rough. That's not the issue. It's the tree 30 yards away.
Yeah, we're getting a great look of that tree. She's got to try and hit that, as you're saying, Sophie, a kind of low hook.
I mean, she has the shot shape for it. She's got a wonderful natural right to left shape. 192 yards pin, 163 yards front edge. Here we go.
There it is, just pinballed around the trees and is kicked back out. That's the direction of the fairway, but that line looks a little thicker for Yin.
Yeah, just didn't quite wrap her right hand round enough to get that right to left flight.
Now green next to go.
189 yards. It's a long iron. Looking to pitch this into the heart of the green.
Quality shot from Hannah Green. One of the best of the day at 11. She's just not giving them a break, huh? Is she?
She's not giving them a glimmer yet.
.178. Cut off the leaderboard required.
And that was pretty good from where Minjee was, trying to cut it round that tree.
Talk about being a good front runner on a hole like 11 to pull off a shot like this. Doesn't bode well for the chasers, does it?
She was leaning there as if she'd maybe hit it a little bit too far right, but perfect. And releases down to the hole.
Firmly in control of this championship.
Absolutely.
Check in with Brooke Henderson at the par 5, 16th. Very nicely done from Brooke. And that will be a birdie to get to 3 under for the championship.
Ooh, Yamashita well through the back of the green on 15. Delicate here. the AIG Women's Open champion. Oh, we told you she'll make some cash with those wedges. Glorious too for Miu.
There's another player who's so good around the greens, Lydia Ko. She's going to stay at 4 under par. And the 12th, Austin Kim, trying to keep her foot on the accelerator. Fooled a few players, that putt today, hasn't it?
It has. You can see it's mostly into the green, and then it just turns down green as it goes downhill, so it's easy to leave it short or go past. If once you get it past, it's running off.
And Austin will remain 12 under par. 2 back right now. Of course, Hannah Green has that birdie putt to come on the 11th.
Yeah, looks like a thickish lie for Angel.
It's okay. The pin's at the back and you've got a tabletop to land on. 60 yards flag, 50 to the edge of the green.
And good shot, giving herself a chance to make par.
Bucket at the 13 is Racine Bouchard. All things considered, it was a pretty solid shot, as Katrina pointed out, for Min Ji Lee. Is Chip going to cause her any problems, Sophie?
He might want to get away from her, but after such a great tee shot, Hannah's in close. You know where you are on this back nine, Min Ji, and I saw her at the International Crown play match play, and I wouldn't want to play against her. It's the perfect lie. Just get a bit of check on that first pitch.
As you were saying earlier, what a great group this is. Gino Tiddick, Brooke Henderson, Lydia Ko, all playing together on the final day. Big gallery out watching them. It's just a shame that they're not quite at the top of their games today. Gino will be looking forward to a bit of a break.
This would be quite the statement from Hannah Green if she were to pour this one in. How's this going to be moving to your eye, Sophie?
It's got some graduation to Hannah's right on this birdie putt. A long iron pitched in the ideal spot for this back right flag. 2 inches left to right for birdie.
Just tickles it over the front edge. Hannah Green's lead stretches to 3.
Thought about it, didn't it? Had a look, will I go in? Yes, I will. Looks like it's just going to stop short. Oh.
With a birdie like that for Hannah Green, stretching 3 clear of Austin Kim. All the groups ahead, and Min Ji Lee, who's got a little kick in for her par. This putt for Angel Yin. If this doesn't go, she's going to be 5 back with 7 to play.
You're really thinking this is a must make now for Angel.
And make it she does. Little fist bump tells the story. Had to work hard for it, but preserves those title hopes. Both Her career victories have come in Asia, Shanghai and Thailand a couple of years ago, or last year I should say. Looks like this putt still has a smidge of movement from Lee. Confidently popped in. Nice ball from Minjee Lee. Hannah Green started this hole with a 2-shot lead, striped it down the middle of the fairway, and then played this absolute perler, Katrina.
Wasn't it? A long iron back into that back pin position, cutting it round the tree. And what a perfect shot. One of the toughest holes in the golf course.
Made it look pretty simple, left herself in a great spot. It tried to hit the brakes, but gravity took over at just the right time for Greenie, who now leads by 3.
The recent champions here at the HSBC Women's World Championship, who will add their name to this list for 2026. Hannah Green looking to win for the second time, becoming the 3rd player to win this on 2 occasions. You can see Jin Young Ko with a couple of victories. Inbee Park, the other one, who joined us earlier in the week in the commentary box. Great to see Inbee Park, a mother of 2 now, and hasn't written off playing in the future, but we'll see. I think
you're clutching at straws.
She's pretty
there.
happy in her situation. On the tee at the 12th, Hannah Green.
3-wood for Hannah. Playing to the corner, 260 yard is your run out on this dogleg from left to right.
He's got a lot of signatures on the hat there. Done very well.
Blasted out of the trap to here. Now Racine Bouchard for birdie at the 13th. Okay. Good there.
Good spot to watch, close to the clubhouse. We'll see how many of these folks make their way out onto the back 9 to watch, or whether maybe they'll head over to the 18th and see the final groups coming up into that wonderful setting with the hospitality units overlooking the 18th green. Now Minjee. She was looking a little concerned.
Yep, I think she'd probably be okay there. Didn't quite go far enough in. Pins on the right today, help her a little bit.
And finally, Angel Yin.
You could draw love hearts with shot shapes on this 12th tee box. The Aussies left to right. Angel would hit it right to left over the gigantic trees on the right hand side.
With the hybrid. Good shape.
Got to find this fairway. We know she has the power to reach into. Austin Kim ahead on 13.
Yeah, even at 524 yards, Austin with a good drive. Yeah, she's maybe got a chance to get there, one of the few players.
Let's go up to the 18th. This is a par putt for Charlie Hull. Charlie finishing around the round of 69. She said to us earlier in the week, 7 days ago she was in hospital. She didn't even know if she was going to come to Singapore. Made the decision to make the trip. Very glad that she did at the moment inside the top 15. It's a center of commerce in Southeast Asia. Singapore, this city-state just above the equator, always is warm, hot, humid when we come here. Fascinating place. If you've never had the chance to visit, certainly recommend coming to Singapore. Austin Kim, big hole for her, par 5. She has a lot of power. This is her second shot.
Yeah, 238 yards, easily in range for Austin. Pins on the back left, so she'll have a chip and run across the green.
This is where the players have driven it at the 12th.
Pretty much had it. That's right, and no match.
And as Katrina was saying, that flag on the right side of the green, so Minjee not in too bad a shape over on the left. First to play will be Angel Yin.
I'll tell you something from this angle where Angel is, there's so much room on the right of the pin, you almost don't have to come over the flag unless you turn it. 158.79.
It's going to be a difficult putt up a slope and then down the slope. Difficult to get the speed.
She was saying there that, she's always a character, Angel Yin. You never quite know what's coming next. Minjee, there's the live Minjee over on the left side.
This is a nasty shot. If you hit the green, I don't think you can keep it on the green. Maybe the front bunker would be a good leave. 172 flag, 163 pin.
And finally, Hannah Green.
A 7-iron also, the flag is 9 on. So you have to fly this one all the way. It's 158 yards. You're landing on quite a firm downslope.
Just catching the wrong side of that ridge.
We've seen players struggle from down there. Not the easiest putt, so we'll see how Hannah Green handles it. 3-shot lead right now for Green. Players chasing, needing to close the gap. Back on 12, third for Minjee.
Good spot to be, pitching into the grain. She'll fancy this.
Yeah, good try.
And that was potentially nearly easier shot than the two putts the other two Hannah Green and Angel Yin have coming up.
Ahead on the 13th, far away from the thick stuff. It's going along all right till the double bogey at 11 really derailed her momentum.
Back over to 12. And looks like Angel's going to be next to go.
I couldn't agree more with you, Katrina. I walked up to the green and I thought I would much prefer Minjee's chip than these putts because of the slope from left to right and how quick it is. You also come over a brow of the hill about 6 feet before the hole. Hannah will be pleased that Angel's going first here so she can get a teach on what this one does. So easy for this one to get away from you.
That was beautifully judged, up and over the brow of the hill.
to the 18th, and Sakibaba for a birdie. Too many bogeys in there today for the young Japanese star. And back over to number 12, Hannah Green for birdie.
I'll take it further left, but keep the Angel Yin pace.
She did that.
She just looks in complete control of her game at the moment, all facets of her game.
And she's a good front runner.
And a proven winner.
Yeah. Leading through 54 holes 4 times. Has gone on to win 3 of those. At the 14th, Pauline Racine Bouchard for birdie. Talked about the fact that she hasn't had many top 10 finishes in her career, so this will be a really good week against a very strong field. Give her some confidence going into the sort of meat of the season. And now Angel Yin for par at 12. Okay, good 2-putt in the end for Yin. Not out of it yet, but next few holes are going to be crucial for her. Doesn't look too bothered, does she? Minji just to finish off this one. Okay, good up and down. And they will head down to the 13th, the par 5, which is our Aon Risk Reward Challenge hole. And let's just remind you about the Aon Risk Reward Challenge. Highlights golf's best strategic decision makers. Players' best 2 scores on the Aon Risk Reward hole each week will count. And the lowest average for the season relative to par wins the Aon Trophy and the $1 million prize. Give you some highlights from what has happened on this 13th hole. This was on Thursday. Ronnie Yin. How did this not go in? How does that not go in? That would be a birdie for Ronnie Yin. Hannah Green, second coming into this week in the Aon Risk Reward Challenge. This will help. It was an eagle for Hannah Green on Thursday. And now to the green, Tim.
Yeah, Austin Kim pitching from the far right-hand side of the surface. Plenty of green to work with.
And here's a look at this Aon Risk Reward par 5 13th. Right back at the back tee today again, 524 yards. And you just want to hit it down that pylon on the right into that landing zone. And the longest hitters, as we've seen, Austin Kim, she could get there in 2 today, even from that back tee. But otherwise, you're going to lay up to that kind of probably a favourite number, anything between 80, 100 yards, and leave yourself a nice kind of wedge into this green. And the pin today is tucked on that back right section, 25 on and just 4 from the left hand side.
I swear the Chinese people are so good at exercise. They were like doing all kinds of different styles on it. I can't.
Up ahead on the green, Julia Lopez Ramirez with probably one of the longer putts you're going to see on this 13th green for birdie.
Yeah, she must have been in some difficulties of this length for birdie.
Those are the trees, bushes right of this fairway, pitched out, and still has a bit of cleaning up to do for par as the penultimate group wait back in the fairway in the final 3-ball of the day. Trying to pass the time and stay cool in this oppressive heat back on the tee. Fur away for a 4. Already seen chip in or 2 from over the back of this 15th green. What does Yumin Huang have for us?
Yeah, very delicate. It's just so fast when it gets onto the green. It's trying. It's going. Yes. Kept us waiting.
Worth the wait, though, for the South Korean. Delightful touch there from Yumin, who gets herself back to where she began the day. 5 under par. Back on the 13th, Julia Lopez Ramirez. Par putt to come. She's going to give Austin Kim a great line read. You can see the marker of the American just in front of her. Good 2-putt from Lopez Ramirez. But I think with Hannah Green clear by 3 and getting back on the tee of this par 5 of your Austin Kim, you're thinking 4 here, birdie the next, and minimum you have to get to 14 under par.
Yeah, she has to take advantage of the 5s. This is a one she has to hold, try and get a little bit of pressure on Hannah Green. But as you said, got given a perfect read by Lopez Ramirez. Just left centre.
Doesn't go, though, for Austin Kim. The task for a maiden LPGA Tour victory just got a little harder. The 25-year-old. Back down the fairway we go. Heiran Yu. Line looks decent enough for the South Korean.
This is a big iron from 248. Just caught those front bunkers. That's going to be a difficult bunker shot.
After a bit of a wait back on the tee, the fairway is clear and Hannah Green set to go.
It's downwind, but it's still 5-2-4, aiming at the pylon in the distance.
Stands there in the right rough, so surely just a 3-shotter for the championship leader, Yao Minji.
That only just cleared the bunker. She said get lucky, and it did. So think about the breaks that Hannah Green has had off the tee on the 2 par 5s. That red and white pylon in the distance to run through. You're looking at about 280, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Minjee not so lucky catching that bunker. Going to be a 3-shot hole for certain for her now.
That's one right, one left, and Angel Yin last to go. The shape of this hole should really suit the Americans' eye quite nicely. So
it should, but the way we're back now on the tee box, we have a first set of bunkers that are in play, and when you play the forward tee box, the second set of bunkers are in play. She'll be looking on that right edge of the bunker that Hannah Green cleared and just work it off it from right to left.
Tee shot at 14 for Austin Kim.
Short par 4, just wanting to be on the fairway so you can control the second shot. And that's ideal.
Think about how costly that missed putt could be on the previous green. She needs to take advantage of the par 5s with her length. She could only make 5 there. Stays 3 back. Hannah Green in control here. Final round of the Tanjong course, Singapore.
never a pleasant sight, these long bunker shots. How do you tackle this one, Katrina?
I'd be tempted to go with my kind of middle wedge and just play it like a normal bunker shot and then let it try and release. But it's not easy. It's so easy just to get it that wee bit heavy or wee bit thin.
Out at the 18th for Lydia Ko.
This is going to take all Lydia's magic. Really not a lot she could do from there. Had a lot of bunker to go over onto the downslope.
Yeah, we sort of looked at each other in the commentary box, Katrina, when she pulled out iron from 240 and thought, that's a strange choice, because if you take a direct line at the hole, the shortest route, you know, that colossal bunker is right in the equation.
And it wasn't close, was it? It was well short. At least a club out.
Still has a birdie opportunity. Green, 2023 LPGA Tour Rookie of the Year. There's a diddler left for par.
Gino Tillican also missed the green at 18, so this is for par. It's going to be a bogey to finish. That run of top 10, top 7 finishes that goes back to the AIG Women's Open in August last year is going to end. But you'd have to say that this 2-week spell has been very successful for Gino.
Absolutely, she's ticked off winning the tournament she wanted to win, the Honda Classic in Thailand, in front of her mum, her family, and all the Thai fans.
Back on the 13th, here to Tanagan. Just headed back in the right direction and bouncing off that ball mark is not going to help one bit.
Oh.
It looked like it had the pace to get there, didn't it? Now Lydia trying to save par at 18. And Lydia not the title defense that she was hoping for. And a chance to reset before the LPGA season really gets going in the United States.
Lindgren on 13 has a birdie look. One red number on her card coming back at 11 for the Swede. He's a couple of over par for this final round.
Second at 14th for Austin Kim.
And his pin just looks like it's hanging on the edge on that right-hand side. Big slope off to the right. You don't want to miss it there. Very good shot.
Gives her a chance.
Absolutely.
Well, star-studded group. Gino Tidekun, Lydia Ko and Brooke Henderson finishing up, and not a huge amount of momentum on Sunday from the three stars, but I'm sure they enjoyed each other's company. And Brooke will look to take a few weeks, get ready for the LPGA's return to the US.
Back on the 13th, Minjee Lee and Hannah Green have laid up at this par 5, and Angel doing a little loosening up before she has a crack in two, Sophie.
I'm glad she put that iron away. She has mentioned about her lower back, was really struggling with it, has been doing some Pilates, needs to do more stretching. So thanks her physio for that. The $10 sunglasses she's just handed to her caddy, she lost hers and bought these for $10, so they don't stay on her head when she hits the shots because they'll probably fly off. 257 yards to a back left pin. It's a big old carry to get it to land on the green. Gonna bust a 3-wood. High draw.
Hit it good, I think. She did.
Fine. Just left out the few towers. Pretty good spot there.
Angel Yin trying to add her name to this list. Americans to win the HSBC Women's World Championship. And those are some stars of the modern era from US golf. Let's take you back to two of the most famous victories here. And 2018, Michelle Wee West off the green on that final hole for birdie. She would win by 1 over a group of 4 players. Final round 65, and it would be her 5th and final victory on the LPGA Tour. Of course, among those 5 wins was a US Women's Open. Here's another US Women's Open champion with her final win of the LPGA career. This is her 10th, and it came in some dramatic fashion over on the other golf course, the Serapon course. Second playoff hole against Adara Munoz. Paula Creamer holds one of the longest putts to win in the history of the LPGA Tour. And Austin Kim, another American player, trying to add her name to that list of Americans who've had success here in Singapore. Let's see if she can make this one. This is important.
Oh, and that's 2 golden opportunities she'd had on the last 2 holes to bite into that lead.
Got to stay aggressive here for Minjee Lee. Into 13.
I kind of feel like nothing's really gone for Minjee. Maybe not playing quite at her best, but she's still only 3 behind, right in there with a chance.
Again, no one's really putting any pressure on Hannah Green, who's just been able to glide around the golf course with that 3-shot cushion. She's next to play here, Sophie.
Chairman's office for Greenie, 90 yards. But that pin is sketchy. He's only a couple of yards over it. It's a downwind pitch with a lob wedge.
It's another glorious shot for Hannah Green. My oh my, we have had quite the last hour of golf, and we'll start with Minjee Lee. Started the day in a share of the lead, ran into some trouble into the penalty area on the par 5/8, played a lovely pitch shot out to there, hold the putt for birdie. Same story for Angel Yin. couple of birdies from the chasers. Austin Kim eagled the 8th en route to an outward half of 33. And wasted little time in picking up a first birdie of the back 9. Stunning shot there into the 10th after a 312-yard drive. Same hole in the final group. Minji Lee doing what she does best. So deadly with the short irons and wedges. Got that one to come off the slope. Just nestled it down. She'll go on to pop that one in for a much-needed birdie. But it has very much been the Hannah Green show on Sunday afternoon in Singapore. Eagle at the 8th, bogey-free on the day, and then to hit this shot in one of the hardest holes all week long at the Tanjong course. Just get the sense that Greenie is starting to put a little daylight between herself and the chasing pack. A birdie putt that we thought, oh, for a moment might stop short, but gravity had other ideas. Hannah Green has crafted herself a 3-shot cushion here in the final round of the HSBC Women's World Championship. Angel was talking to it, as she often does, with that ball in the air. Asked for it to go, asked for it to sit, and ultimately it's ended up back here, Sophie Walker.
She was having a little kind of word as she walked up to this ball, as if to say, I thought that was pin high, I thought it was great. I think I could hit it long.
Thank you.
But as the angle, as it looks on the angle, she's actually pin high. This green sits diagonally across you, so she's got 25 yards left to work with. I love what she does. So many players do that. They walk up to their landing point and then they'll pace it off. So in their head, they'll be thinking, right, okay, I've got 30 yards, I need to land this 22. It just helps them create more of a picture. And taking it on that fringe, could take the sting out of the landing of this golf ball, because she is coming out of the rough here. Weight on the left-hand side.
Didn't have much green to work with, really, did she? See that she's got her most lofted one. Tried to slide it under, get it high, but tough to get it coming out soft. And with those greens just firming up a little bit in the sunshine.
Well, missed 2 golden opportunities on 13 and 14, as Katrina mentioned. Austin Kim running out of holes to try and claim that breakthrough LPGA Tour title. She's on the tee at the 15.
Just wanting to try and catch that slope. Just a touch too far right. That's all feed round from right to left if you can get the slope.
Minji with a birdie putt from just off the edge of the green here, Soph.
It's breaking from right to left for the world number 4. The more it loses pace, the more it takes the break.
The 18th, Aki EY, 3rd. It's a good final day. So that should cement a round of 68.
Back on 15, Julia Lopez Ramirez.
Charge kind of faltered in this back 9 with bogeys on 11 and 13.
Back on the 13th, Angel Yin, LV1 for a 4. Stays online and drops Angel Yin to 12 under.
And that was needed. She needed to make that one. Just not much break in it. Good speed. Par 5 she could reach into. Made the birdie.
Too much of Hannah Green. Roll this one in. It's a chance to stretch 4 clear. And 4 clear she goes. There's been an exhibition of golf from the Australian. Hannah Green's lead rose to 4. Just 5 holes to play.
She's just not giving them a chance.
What you have to do as a front runner. You can't think I'm protecting a lead, because that turns you in a very defensive mindset. You have to continue to play the course as you normally would, trying to pick up your birdies, create your opportunities, and shouldn't affect that game plan or change it in any way, shape or form.
No, it shouldn't. And oh well, in there for Minji, but yeah, she shouldn't. And she's been so solid. She's not looked like even making a bogey. She's not got herself into any trouble.
Up at the 18th, you must have for birdie. Played solid golf today. Dropped a shot on the opening hole, but since then was bogey free. That's the round of 70 today for the AIG Women's Open champion from last year. As we take you to have a look at that 14th hole, Katrina.
Yeah, here's a look at the 14th. They come out a little shoot of these trees, and then it opens up and widens up into the fairway. That bunker you can see is not in play off the tee. 298 yards to it. Ideally, you just want to try and hit this fairway, because you're going to be coming in with a short shot, gap wedge, pitching wedge, and you want that just to have that control with coming off the fairway, especially with where the pin is cut today on that kind of middle right, just 4 yards to the right before it just gets swept down and off the green down that slope.
And looking through that avenue of trees back to the green, the player at the top, back to the tee, the player at the top of the leaderboard, Hannah Green.
Stood with poise this afternoon. The champion back here, back into the wind. Left half's good, right pin.
And that's clattered into the trees. That's the first little error, I would say, from Hannah Green.
She had that tee shot right, didn't she, off the par 5, but got very fortunate. That one didn't get the huge kick that we saw.
I don't think you're going to get that twice in a row.
Now, Angel Yin.
There's a couple of these par 4s which you just think they're straight away par 4s, like the 6th hole. But like Katrina says, you have to hit the fairway because you've got wedge in your hand with a tight pin.
Same place. Tough to see how close Hannah Green's ball is to that tree there. Well, let Sophie take a look when she gets down there. Now Minji.
If you go left, you come across the green. If you take it down the right, you could play up the green here, but you've got to hit the fairway. Take care of the first thing.
Another support for Minji. Does find the fairway. Sophie's big time. You see she has somebody that carries her microphone for her. You know you've made it. Like, yeah, E-wave for par. Not beating her sister today. Chizzy shot 5 under. Yeah, EY finishing at 7 under for the week. And right now, inside the top 10s, the final round of the HSBC Women's World Championship.
Always a tremendously popular spot to come to at the start of the year for the LPGA players. Sunny Singapore, the gardens by the bay, and the many tourist destinations that you can enjoy when you come to this part of the world. And of course, why not pay a visit to the iconic Marina Bay Sands Hotel, that impressive 57th floor infinity pool. Out to the golf course we go, and Austin Kim needs a little bit of magic with Hannah Green just starting to sail off into the distance.
She needs the Lydia Ko putt from last year. This is difficult up on the right side, and then it's all going to fall away from her.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where Hannah Green's finished up. We know Angel Yin was sort of in that clearing of the trees there, but Hannah much closer to the tree from our view. And Sophie looks like she's far enough away to get a swing.
Wedge that much, like get onto the front.
Yep.
But do you think just hit like a punchy 8-iron, 100, and roll it up the green?
Yep, I like that.
9-iron.
I like the 8. You don't like aiming up, no?
Well, I feel like that's just aiming me at this whatever leaderboard. And I don't think I can draw a wedge that much.
Okay, nothing left?
Left to right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't even think of that.
Okay, yep. So I'm good with the 8.
What was it, 100 front?
It's 103 to the front on our angle. There's obviously more room to the right, shorter to the right.
She has the break, the fact that she can swing at this, but there is a tree 25 yards in front of Hannah Green. 132 to the pin, 114 to the front of this green.
Go, go.
Get up there.
Not bad. I think that's the better leave than going long. If you go long, you're running down that hill and then got very little green to work with. You can see her here with the 8-iron, just trying to keep something low under those trees. The little draw. And it's just so difficult in these fairways to try and run something up onto the green.
Now, Angel Yin with a couple of clubs to decide from.
She's 10 yards closer. Still got that tree on her mind. The further right you go and the shorter you are of this green, the chip is easier. So I have to agree. Over the back, it's an infinity green and you can't be there. The 1-2-2 left for Angel.
Go.
Oh, and a good shot there. So just going to stay. There's a little bit of a false front. I think being closer to the tree, she could hit that one just a little bit higher. She didn't need to keep it quite so low.
$122 yards. Ball flag just off the right. Be aggressive.
She certainly was.
Oh, what a shot, and that has really put the pressure on Hannah Green's chip shot here.
Yeah, Minjee could get to 13 under par. Hannah Green up and down to stay at 16 under. Could have a 2-shot swing at the top. Minjee really needs something to go her way. She's got to close this gap.
Yeah, and all set up. I mean, that was a great second shot, but set up by the drive, by hitting the fairway and giving herself that opportunity with the wedge.
Don't write off the world number 4 3-time major champion just yet.
Well, Julia Lopez Ramirez has already made bogey on this hole. Austin Kim trying to save par, and you have to say that might be her race run this week.
There was a while it looked like she was going to be a wire-to-wire winner.
It did, and then she fell away just in that third round, but then we thought she was right back in it after that eagle on 8 today. Well, she was.
Pauline Racine Bouchard for birdie at 16. Really impressive week This is really good from the French woman. As I said earlier, best individual finish, tied for 8th on the LPGA. Could be career best for her. So we go back over to 14. And Hannah Green hasn't had to work too hard today. This one she needs to take care of.
At least she has a lot of green to work with on this tabletop 14th hole. Left to right when it gets on the surface.
Going to have some work left there. I think just a little anxious with that. There was only a few yards to the right of behind the flag before it ran off.
Good friends with Minjee Lee from the same part of Australia. They've known each other for a long time. Both Kari Webb scholarship recipients. Kari Webb, of course, past champion here at the HSBC Women's World Championship. Won it over on the other golf course, Tanamara, and not here at Sentosa, but a winner in Singapore 2011. Angel, long birdie putt to come.
But it was a good shot from around that tree. It was just stuck, actually, at that front left side. She didn't get the memo about wearing white and black today, like her playing partners. Hannah walked into the locker room and saw Minjee dressed in exactly the same outfit.
It's just patriotic, red, white and blue. Angel Yin.
Lucky red in Asia, isn't it? This one really needs to fall. They're going to gang up on Hannah Green, slow, left to right for a 3.
Tim was saying with that bogey for Austin Kim, really the focus falls solely on this final group. We'll go to tee at the 16th, and Austin Kim, big hole for her. If there's going to be any chance remaining, she needs to make a 3 here, you think?
She does, and they've got the tee up 2 tees, so it's 100 yards shorter, 465. So good drive from Austin, and she should just have a mid iron into this green. And she's done the first job.
Now the par putt for Hannah Green.
Oh my word. Oh, that must have looked so good.
That was a dirty lip out, wasn't it? Wow.
First little chink from Hannah Green, and with Minjee and so close for birdie.
First bogey since the 10th hole yesterday. Goodness me.
That was halfway down, wasn't it?
Well, drops Hannah back to 15 under par. Minjee Lee has a chance to get within 2 of the lead. She's been so good from short range.
She has, from inside 10 feet. She has been deadly so far this week.
First event back after the off-season break. Longer than she usually has between seasons. Put the clubs away for a long time. Just hit the refresh button. Minjee is within 2 here on the final day. Big change at that 14th hole. And Minjee, of course, really one of the best players of the last decade or so. Active LPGA players with at least 10 wins. There's Minjee with 11, looking to make it 12 today and join Ariya Jutanugarn. These really the greats of recent times on the LPGA Tour. Those players still active with at least least 10 wins. Here is the first page of the leaderboard. Hannah Green with a 2-shot lead. Minji is closing in. We'll see how this plays out.
It's been an awfully interesting last couple of moments between the two Australians, who are now waiting on the tee at the 15th. And, well, Hannah Green had a 4-shot lead at this point, but we were saying in the commercial break, Katrina, it was never going to be straightforward, was it?
No, after missing the green with her second shot from out the trees, Minji put all the pressure on her with that great wedge on. Hannah just coming up short with her pitch. And this was unlucky though. Kind of was half in the hole and then it was out the hole. Resume, it just shows how quickly things can change.
What was a 4-shot lead, and we're thinking, right, one hand on the trophy, she's marching to victory, hasn't looked bothered all day. All of a sudden, poor tee shot leads to a bogey, and that lead is just 2.
Well, they've struggled at 18. We've seen players with lengthy par putts. This is Lottie Woad. Yeah, she finishes with 4. It's a final round 70 for Lottie Woad, just outside the top 10 right now. Second at the 16th for Austin Kim.
Pin's just on the left side at the front. Steady. And it's an outside chance. They've got their fans there, keeping them cool.
Seen a couple of chips from off the green running down that hill. This is a slippery one for Heiran Yu. Got that started and look at it skate on by. Hasn't really had much going her way today. A couple of early bogeys, bounced back nicely with birdies at 7 and 8, but dropped a shot at 9 and another at 13. So Heiran Yu outside the top 5 at the moment. Hannah Green still in control of this championship. Her lead is 2 over Minji Lee, but is the pendulum of momentum slowly swinging back in the corner of the world number 4. Waits on the tee, down on the green. Tanagan with this for par. Four bogeys in a row round the turn for the tie. Just birdied 14. Hate to give it straight back here. Alas, but she will. Well, the Asian swing on the LPGA Tour continues next week from Blue Bay in China. Then it's back stateside for the Fortinet Founders Cup. Follow that up with the Ford Championship in Arizona. Then it's over to Shadow Creek in Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada for the Aramco Championship. Then the golf world takes a little break for Masters Week before the girls get back out the golf course at the JM Eagle LA Championship in California. So lots of good golf to look forward to over the next couple of weeks on the LPGA Tour. Our putt for Grant ahead on the green at 15. Sense that penultimate group's just gone a little flat. All 3 players, a couple over par for this final round.
Yeah, nothing's really gone for any of them.
How hard is it to come out of the winter break and contend and win when you first start out the following year?
Oh, it's very difficult. That's why you don't see it very often. Players don't do it very often. You can practice away, but it's just not the same being under tournament conditions. You've maybe changed something in your swing, you've been working on something, and then you've got to take it to the golf course.
Heiran for her par. No problems there here on you. It's good to see her in Jatanagarh just starting to find a little form again. We saw traces of it last week in Thailand, and she's had a couple of good rounds here in Singapore. Not the Sunday she was hoping for, but signs maybe that she could be returning to her best.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, she lost in a playoff for a major last year.
Right, there's the target on 15. 3 more tries for someone to drive away with that beautiful new Lexus RZ, and it'll be the turn of Minjee Lee.
It's not the right one.
Sorry? Yes, exactly. We'll get the score.
You get this one pretty close to the pin today on Sunday, Sophie.
They're playing for the slope, so they're not taking the direct line to the flag. It's 184 yards to carry the bunker on that line. It's less going right of it. So middle of the bunker, try and catch the slope.
Great shot. Great shot.
She was asking for it to sit early. She knew.
It was a touch unlucky, just a little bit. If it had just stayed, it would have run back towards.
Austin Kim on 16 for eagle. Possibly the last throw of the dice for the American. Angel back on the tee.
Now we all can't understand why that's not a good shot from Minjee Lee, because we can't see the left-hand side of the putting surface. It's a downwind shot for Angel. Looking at the same line here. We'll try and have a bit of draw on this one.
Just the same as Minjee, landing in the middle of the green, and it takes a firm bounce over the back. To get it close, I think you really need to gamble with that front bunker.
Yeah, players, like Sophie said, really don't have a clue, because you know the face of that bunker is so steeply pitched. They don't know that that's a couple yards over the back. That wind is really tricking them up, Soph.
Also, it's 184 yards to carry the bunker on the direct line. You do have more room than you think. It's a lot flatter where that pin is. But mentally, it's a very difficult shot to take on.
Oh, but that was good. It landed just over the bunker. That should come round. Oh, that was desperately unlucky.
16th, Austin Kim for birdie. Much needed. Made it. So she's at 12 under, 3 back. She's going to have to finish with 3 birdies like Hannah Green did when she won here. May not even be good enough, but it's been a good week for Austin Kim. It's been a much better week for Hannah Green. She leads by 2.
It's been relatively smooth sailing for Hannah Green. This final round of the HSBC Women's World Championship, as the Aussie wants to win her 2nd title in 3 years on the Tanjung course. But her countrywoman Minjee Lee is certainly pushing her all the way to the end. Out to 18.
Lindy Duncan to finish with a par. She's bogey-free today and remains bogey-free. So Lindy Duncan with a nice week. She'll take some confidence into next week in Blue Bay.
Any surprise on the faces of the players when they got up and found their 2 shots long of the green, Sophie?
I think with Angel, because she hits a draw, she knew that hers would be the longest and past the hole. But all 3 of them hit great shots. This is a firm green and you're landing it on a slide, aren't you, at front edge? This lie for Angel is going to be like chipping off a pillow. It's spongy. It's almost unreliable as well. We talked about landing points. It's on the edge of the green once again as it all runs away from you.
Wang for par. Yeah, and then with some authority. Her first full season on the LPGA Tour, a winner at the Lotte Championship. Wakelai last year.
Any easier for Minjee Lee on this angle, Sophie?
It is, but I expected the fairway to be cut there actually, so she's still got a fluffy lie, a lob wedge, dropping it on just short of the ball marker of Angel.
Just got away from her a little bit there. Very fast down that hill.
To the 17th, and Austin Kim.
175 yards. The pin's just tucked over on that right-hand side.
Hannah Green would be easiest, you have to say, assignment. Coming up on 15, but it's still going to get her attention, Sophie.
Due to the pace of it. That's why, but she can get the putter on it. She's just on the fringe. I'll move to her right. You've got to imagine the hole is halfway. This one is slick, left to right for a 2.
Tell you what, Hannah Green, some display of golf and what resilience to bounce back from that unlucky break on 14 and make that birdie on 15.
Yeah, what a fantastic birdie. As you say, bouncing back immediately from that bogey. And you could just see how fast this was. She just touches it down there and lets the momentum and the slope take it all the way. It was never going to be far past and perfect.
And the complexion of this championship just changes again. We thought Minjee might start to pile a little pressure on, but Hannah Green says no thank you. I'm going to get myself back to 16 under par, and now it's Minjee's turn to get over a little tester for par, but before she has a crack, it's going to be Angel.
Yeah, slippery one down the hill from left to right. And with Hannah holding that, this has to go in.
Still not done yet. 15, Angel Yin. just say they should have just chipped it harder. We all know this golf is hindsight 2020.
Sounds so easy, doesn't it? It didn't need, to be fair, her chip didn't need much more.
It's one of those where she lands that on the green. I mean, she could be off the other side. That's how severe that slope is. Minji for par. She's looked so good with this broomstick putter since she put it into play last year. Now it's a two-shot swing the other way.
Yeah, the first chink from Minji. First time she's missed one. Just forced into that, I think, from the hold putt from Hannah Green.
It must be a deflating feeling. You think, right, I've got her in my sights now, and then she pours one in like that, and just the wind's got under her sails a little. Minji fall back once again. Couple of bogeys there from Lee and Yin. A birdie from Hannah Green. One of many magical moments for the Australian this Sunday. It's given her 4-shot cushion. 3 to play. Another look here, Katrina.
Yeah, could this be the putt that's given Hannah Green one hand on that trophy? You see how fast it was.
To your point, the pace on it was so good. It was never going to go anything more than maybe a foot past. It's that fine control of her game, her emotions, and this championship. Does Hannah have one hand on the trophy? Just 3 holes left.
Makes me think back to last year, Lydia Ko making the long putt. It would be a 4-shot lead for Lydia Ko 12 months ago, walking off that 15th green, and she of course went on to victory. Hannah Green very much in control, and looking likely she will get her hands on the trophy here for the 2nd time in her career. Got some great names engraved onto the base of that trophy. People like Lorena Ochoa, Naomi Azad, Kari Webb, Inbee Park a couple of times, Michelle Wee West, of course Lydia Ko, Jin Young Ko, and Hannah Green. And they've made their way to the 16th tee. Moved up today. Hannah just needs to steer it home.
Austin Kim for a birdie on 17.
Gets her up to 13 under, 3 behind. Just when you think she's out of it, she holds a putt or does something special.
Yeah, you're seeing there's a chance, Katrina. Another look here. Perfect.
Back over to the 16th. Hannah Green will be first to go. Tee moved up and playing as one of the easier holes. Maybe not as easy as we would have expected.
Perhaps the pin position, that water looking on the left-hand side. Players playing out to the right.
And Hannah clubbing back.
I figured she might. It's 260 to clear all the traps, and it's a narrow landing zone.
Between there.
Why bother?
Safely in the fairway. That's what she needs. Safety the next 3 holes. Minji needs to push.
just the difference, isn't it, between a ball going a yard too long on a par 3. You know, Minjee, a great shot into 15 and found herself a sticky lie. So as I said, there's a set of bunkers on the right-hand side of the fairway. They're diagonally on this right-hand side. It's 260 yards to clear the one closest to the fairway. The wind is a breath back into her face. There's not too much there.
Right, Minjee.
She's threaded that down between the bunker and the water.
Angel Yin, 1 under for this final day. Bogey at 15. And you would think her chances have gone. Just took a little bathroom break and now she's ready to go, almost.
Just like when you move the tee box forward on 5, the bunker on the right comes into play. And you remember Angel thought she'd hit a cracker down there and it caught the top of the bunker. This bunker on the right-hand side is very much similar to that one. 260 carry, and what's left of it is 20 yards maximum, and then there's water. So you've only got a slither of a fairway to hit, which Minjee Lee has found. But you roll the dice on 16 when theoretically you've got nothing to play for, in the sense of you don't want to lose the trophy like Hannah Green. Angel and Minjee are going to chase now. So start it at the TV tower in her distance far right. Move it to the left with driver.
And perfect there from Angel. We'll be in range in 2 now.
Well, Austin Kim must make birdie here.
Oh, and that's going to be difficult. There's quite a steep face on that bunker. Tee back, it's a much tighter drive now.
Hussein Bouchard for a birdie. It's for a round of 68. Yeah, going to guarantee her best individual finish on the LPGA. She's finished 3rd and 6th in the team event, the Dow Championship. As an individual, her best finish tied for 8th, so really good performance from Pauline Hussein Bouchard. But Hannah Green is the player out in front in Singapore. Coming back off the tee, so we knew it was going to be a 3-shot par 5 for the leader.
Yeah, it's sensibly playing with a 3-shot lead, taking out any of the danger down the left, going for the screen in 2.
A big difference in the tee shots there. Minjee and Angel Yin.
Yeah, they were both having to force this, trying to get it through that narrow gap. They've got to go for this. They've got to try and make eagle.
Minjee will be first to play with that second shot going for the green.
Hannah Green has just walked past Minjee Lee, and next to Minjee Lee in the rough there is a plaque. It says Hannah Green made birdie from this plaque 3 in a row to finish in 2024. It's the first time she's seen that. Minjee Lee is level with that plaque, but in the fairway.
She didn't point it out to her.
That would have been good, wouldn't it? That would have been a flex. 209 yards it is. It's 202 to the front. A long iron here for Minji. Pin on the left.
Oh, that's it for Minji. Her chances are going to end at the bottom of that little stream. And there is the black that Sophie was mentioning. Hannah Green starting a remarkable run of consecutive birdies to take the title 2 years ago.
You need to forget the pin and you have to
Yeah. I know.
tower.
I know that. But you like 5?
I like 5.
Okay.
Play with the front and
I'm gonna go at 16.
that's perfect. Finish there. You can go even a little more right. Finish there is perfect. Number 1.
That pin 3 off the left, and then there's 15 yards to the water left, and it all runs away. A 5 iron is the club of choice from 195 yards for Angel Yin.
She's concerned as well about that penalty area, but
No, that's a good shot there from Angel. And a good pin, isn't it? Tempting them to go for it.
oh, we saw that plaque there on the fairway. Let's take you back to 2024 and the final hole, and the last of those 3 birdies to get the job done here at the HSBC Women's World Championship. Final round 67. And it was the first of 3 wins in 2024 for Hannah Green. Shot 74 on day 1. Was tied for 36th after the opening round 2 years ago, and then came all the way back to grab the win. Would like to make it a 2nd title here at Sentosa. This her 3rd at 16.
Laid up to a full wedge. 125 yards.
This is going to be short right.
Yep.
You could have called that one. She was having nothing to do with the water.
Austin Kim needs to force a birdie here.
She did very well to get that up over the lip. And that was a fabulous shot from the bunker.
Outside chance for Austin Kim to post 14 under par, get within 2 of the lead. Smile is back after that one. It's been a great week for Austin Kim, but looking likely to come up just short. Take it back out to the final 3 ball, and Hannah Green striding up to the green at 16. Sounds like they're just figuring out where Minji's ball went into the penalty area.
Yeah, I think it was close to that.
Agreed. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minji, of course, could still chip it in for a birdie.
She could, yeah. And take her 2 club lengths from the penalty line from the penalty area.
Sorry? 2.
Minji doesn't hit it in the water very often, asking if it's 2 club lengths.
She doesn't often take a penalty drop.
Angel Yin will have a putt to get to 13 under par. Of course, Hannah Green has a birdie putt to get to 17 under. And that may close the door on everyone. Minjee will be thinking about chipping this one in.
Oh, sorry.
Ball almost back in play for Minjee Lee. She'll be chipping her 4th at the par 5. Sophie Walker is down there for us.
Well, she ran the tables. She tried to rip a 4-iron to a front pin. It was in between 7-wood and 4-iron. And they were thinking, if we're short right, that's a good chip. But she just turned it over, knowing that it was maybe not quite enough club to get it there. So dropping and chipping now 4-4. Short-sided, below the green. There's not a lot of good news to this chip. Needs to clean those grooves to try and get as much check on it as she can.
I feel like this one really has to go in.
She went for it, trying to hold it.
Same can be said here for Austin Kim at the 18th. This would be to finish with 3 straight birdies, post at 14 under par.
She rolled a good one in 17.
Looks like it's going to be a 5th top 5 finish on the LPGA Tour for Austin Kim. I'm sure she'll be happy with that, but I think there will be some disappointment.
A little, but great learning. She's played, you know, the 2nd and the 3rd round in the last group with the lead. She'll learn from that. She's been in that position. Next time she's in it, hopefully she'll cope with it a little bit better.
And now back over to the 16th. Angel Yin for an eagle.
This 5-iron was pulled, but it hung on. We'll have to come over a few yards of fringe as it breaks from right to left for a 3.
Just trying to force it, aren't they? They know they need to try and make these. The birdie chip, the eagle putt.
And Hannah Green just plodding along, doing what she needs to do to get the victory. This is the birdie putt now.
And she knows that both her playing partners' golf balls, they ran towards her ball marker, which means this one, that last half of this putt is into the grain. So I know a 2-putt's good, but you want to hit it a little bit firm. Make sure you get it there.
Just exactly what she had to do. No stress par. Force the others to have to push. Try and find the birdies.
She's been so impressive through 16 holes in this final round. 1 bogey, came at the 14th, miscue off the tee. But aside from that, just so steady. She was really disappointed with her performance in the major championships last year. Maybe resetting for 2026.
She focused a lot last year on trying to put up good defences of the tournament she had won the previous year.
Minjee. This is for par. If this misses, she's back to level par for the final day. And with the quality of players that we had coming in, you just knew that wasn't going to be good enough.
No, you knew she had to shoot something under par to put some pressure on. And Hannah, as you say, has just been so solid. And the putter that we've been saying has been working so well has just now let her down. I think probably slightly deflated. No, she now doesn't doesn't have a chance to win.
Angel Yin will have a putt for birdie, get to 12 under par. Great to see so many folks out watching. It is really hot out there. If you're walking around the golf course, you can see people gathering in the shade. This is the one chance they get to see the LPGA during the year in Singapore, and many people taking the opportunity. I think a lot of people will be up at the 18th, getting a bit of air conditioning there, watching over the 18th green, but plenty of people out walking. Heat index up in the mid to high 90s, high 30s Celsius. It's pretty stifling heat, and when the sun comes out and you're in that baking sun, it really is quite something. Yep. Good birdie in the end for Angel Yin, her 4th birdie of the day. She remains 4 behind Hannah Green. And now par putt for Lopez Ramirez. Has just made too many bogeys coming in, but saves one there. 22 birdies for the week, 3 more than this player, Hannah Green, Lopez Ramirez.
Sure she can do it.
I'm looking forward to watching her this year.
Yeah, I think this could be potentially a breakout year. But Hannah Green now walking to the 17th, and it's quite a generous pin for the last day. The water's not in play, it's on the right-hand side.
Back up to the 18th. Austin Kim to finish off her week. Another player who's primed to win this year.
Absolutely, she's improved. This is her 3rd year now on tour, and she's improved each year. And the more time she's up there, she's going to break through. She's got all the game, she's got the power, and I think she's got the composure actually as well.
We saw the whole locations on 17, just tucked on that left-hand side, really brought the water, that bunker into play, but a pretty benign one for this final round, Katrina.
Yeah, I mean, I know it all kind of runs off the back and off the right, but the water really not in play at all today, or the bunker.
They've just cut 4 paces from the right edge of the green. Just the 6 birdies today, playing a smidge over par, and it's going to be Angel Yin with the honour after her birdie back at 16.
And for once, like you say, the huge bunker on the left-hand side is not in play. You can see the bottom of the pin. There's a slope between the flag and the front edge. It's an uphill slope, so that's a good spot to leave yourself. Green just taking herself to the edge of the tee box, away from the crowd that is only a few feet from the right edge of the 17th tee box. It's a good play. You can feel the wind more the further to that left-hand side that you go, and that wind is into. It's from maybe 1:30 on the clock face.
Sorry. Can you shoot it? Sorry. Can you shoot it? I'm sure yet, no.
The flag today, 16 on, 4 from the right, 175 yards, 180 with the adjustment for the wind. That birdie will just keep Angel interested, I think, in finishing this round strongly.
pinned that one in, just not quite enough.
Yeah, she was going for that flag, just trying to get a little draw in. She's now saying, look at all that green left.
There's 2 palm trees left of this red flag. You've got to imagine that that's the pin for Hannah Green. A mid-iron, looking 30 feet left of it.
Not sure she got all of that one, but it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, fine, just there at the front.
That shot that she hit yesterday into the tight pin on the left-hand side, it's one of the best that you will see all season. This green is opened up for her. If anything, she's tugged her approach shots. Wind strengthening. Playing 182 with that wind into.
Well, we didn't think the water was in play.
Understandably so. Maybe a little deflated if you're Minjee Lee after those back-to-back bogeys, but Hannah Green with one hand on the trophy, cruising here in Singapore. Composed, cool, calm and collected from the get-go. Hannah Green, one hand on a trophy she is well acquainted with. Greenie leads by 3. Drives up to the penultimate hole here at the Tanjung course at the Sentosa Golf Club in the final round of the HSBC Women's World Championship.
Second at 18 for Lynn Grant.
Oh, excellent shot. We've not seen many threaten that pin with only the 3 yards behind it to the bunker. She liked that one.
Well, under normal circumstances, pretty elementary up and down for Hannah at 17. I have to say, it's been a nice crowd turnout, as usually is the case here at the HSBC Women's World Championship. You love the way she plays those shots around the greens, Katrina.
She does, yeah. It's just such a simple action. Same way for every chip. Really keeps the club face fairly square.
You had a chance starting the day. Just one back of the lead to begin the round, but a couple of bogeys early on, and it was going to be a very difficult task. And she'll have that to finish with a birdie.
Can she land this one on the green, or has she got to bump it through the fringe, Sophie?
Oh, it's highlighting why you've got to miss it short if you are missing, which is what Hannah and Minjee did, because it's got nothing to work with. And it's sticky around there as well. If you do land it on the edge of the green, it could run away from you. Precision is needed.
And precision was provided by Angel Yin. Lovely touch there. She has got that 3-shot cushion, but like we were saying a little bit earlier on, no lead is big enough when you're coming up 18, so she still wants to pop this one in, not leave anything to chance.
Oh, 100%. You just never know. Pop this one in, 2 good swings, and the trophy is yours.
never easy, is it? But the good news for Hannah Green is Master Kim can do no better. She's in the clubhouse after that 67. Angel Yin still with a par putt to come. So have a look here.
Yeah, just like in 14, a real lip out.
What was the mental mechanism you had to use, Katrina, if you had a sizable lead and you assumed that you had one hand on the trophy, to stay in your your zone, to stay focused and the task at hand over the closing stretch of holes?
It can be difficult, can't it? You know, she knew standing that tee, she probably had a 3-shot lead, just not wanting to do anything silly, not wanting to make a mistake. And sometimes you just come out of the way you are playing. You're kind of trying not to think ahead, trying not to think, oh, I've got this one. You're just trying to take it, the old cliche, one shot at a time.
That's up and down Minjee Lee. A little par there, but the damage has been done. Angel played a very delicate little chip shot. Hard to pick up the topography on these surfaces because the TV tends to flatten everything out, but that was class.
It was. She was coming up a little bit of a slope, and it's not easy to judge in these fairways how it's going to bounce through it, but she did it, as you said, with precision.
Still got to rush this one in though for the 3. Nicely done. Confidently rammed into the back of the cup for Angel Yin.
Lynn Grant missed her birdie putt. Made on you to finish with a 3. Get back to where she started the day. Been a nice start to the season. 11th in the race to the CME Globe at this point. Projected to stay at 11th. And we'll see what 2026 holds for Haidan Yu. I think a major championship would be on her mind. It's not that kind of game. Now Lynn Grant for par. Disappointing day for Lynn. Not expecting this golf from her today. I thought she pressed on.
I thought as well. You know, she's won before. It's not as if she's new to these positions. Start of the year, want to get off to a good start.
She said winning late in the year last year just made the off-season that much more enjoyable. Coming into the year, a player who would also have major championship success on her mind. A few more wins on the LPGA would go a long way. It's a round of 74 for Lynn Grant. Right now, just inside the top 10. Back to the tee at the 18th. Always plays as a tricky one, this one, especially off that back tee. So need to take care of business, especially if you're Hannah Green. Angel Yin will be looking to press, make a birdie.
It's a different golf hole from back there. Yesterday, Angel hit it through the fairway, hit it too far, and we were playing forward tee box, but now it's stretched at 429 yards. There's hardly any wind. This is as hot as I've felt it all day on this 18th tee box. The line is the right half of the hospitality, because from way back there you can't carry all of the bunker on the left-hand side, and that bunker is a big one. It's over 50 yards long, so steer clear of that. And we have the famous Sunday pin here, right in the middle next to the bunker. Driver for Angel.
concerned.
Oh, just kicks away the fairway down into that right rough.
And now Minjee next to go.
250 yards on that right hand side is where the drop off begins. The landing area is not easy on 18. Fairway which runs away from you. Bunkers left.
How's that going?
I just think all the adrenaline has gone out of Minjee when she realised she didn't have a chance.
This is Austin Kim with her father on the putting green. Just in case.
You never know. We've seen stranger things happen.
Austin Kim currently 2 back of Hannah Green.
Oh, that was perfect from Hannah.
Hannah Green may be able to enjoy the walk up the 72nd hole here on the Tanjong course at Sentosa Golf Club. Has a 2-shot lead, trying to win this for the second time. And Hannah Green making the walk to her tee shot there. Husband on the bag. Caddied for her last week for the first time in tournament play. He obviously plays, he has his own career, his own playing career, but I should think this has been a pretty lucrative week for him.
Very nice little week for the pair of them, hasn't it? And I think walking up there now, knowing she's got that tee shot on the fairway, she'll be feeling pretty relaxed.
Meanwhile, Austin Kim, I'm sure in her mind she knows the chances are slim, but doesn't want to be caught off guard. She was the last figure on the range yesterday evening. I was not happy with that 73. A few mistakes that really, at the end of the day, have cost her the chance to win. It was that third round just falling away.
Yeah, but as we said, coming from the groups behind made it a little bit easier for her today. She could make a little bit of a run at it. I think she'll wait just until Hannah hits her second shot and see what happens.
Green striding up the 18th fairway. She's played well here in this event. We know she had the victory a couple of years ago. The first time she played here, we talked about a couple of bogeys to finish. Ended up runner-up. 2 further top 10 finishes for Hannah Green. So 5 appearances, a win, a second, and 2 further top 10s. She obviously really enjoys coming here to Sentosa. This is where they have finished. And it's going to be Minjee, obviously, to go first.
Thank you.
Well, she may have 200 yards left to the flag, but at least it's not in the bunker. The lie's cracking.
Just left of it, I think. Come on.
This crowd's going to get a good view.
If you want to just back off as well. Sorry?
We've seen, Sophie, that this hasn't been the worst spot to miss it.
No, you're playing down the green. There is no bunkers to face. You do worry about the back bunker because of how quick it comes out of this rough, and it's downwind. So I've mentioned you've got 199 to the pin, it's downwind, and you're really looking at a 179 pitch. It's landed 10 yards on this green.
Just needs to sit down.
I saw from Lydia Ko how difficult a bunker shot that is.
Coming from such a long way back out of the rough, not being able to get it to stop. And Angel's over on the other side, Sophie.
Right now, Hannah, straight down.
Hannah Green to go for Angel. And this is really the one shot that she needs to get right here.
I think the drive was the key thing. Now she's just got to keep this short of the flag. I think she'll be aiming short left of this flag. Keep it below the hole. Take out that back bunker. It's the only place she can't go.
169 yards.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly what you said. And 80% of her greens this week. Hannah Green has been so good. Tee to green. And now Angel over on that right side.
It's blocked. The lie's good. She said it's a lot better than yesterday, even though there's 167 yards. 8 iron. Carry on the bunkers 152.
Steady.
It is just difficult coming out the rough to control it.
Hannah Green can enjoy the walk. Her husband on the bag. You know what it's like to have your husband on the bag winning.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. You can walk up. She's got the 2-shot lead. She knows she's won. It's a great feeling just to be able to walk up there and enjoy it with your husband.
Got married 2 years ago. Celebrated their 2nd wedding anniversary last month. And he knows the game very well. Professional in his own right, playing in Australia. Austin Kim knows that it's...
She knows she's on the camera.
Yeah, it's been a good week, but it's not going to be a playoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please give a warm round of applause to group number 23. Hannah Green, Minji Lee, and Angel Yin.
You think about what this could do for her confidence going forward in 2026.
Oh, absolutely. After 3 wins in 24, as we've said, struggled perhaps a little bit in last year. I think coming in, she'll want, as you've been saying, to try and get another major victory this year, and going back to Hazeltine where she won.
As said in the past, she sees herself as a player who could be top 3 in the world.
I think all the Australians, they kind of gauge themselves against Kari Webb, which is a pretty high standard to kind of try and get to.
A couple of bunker shots to come.
Nearly a smile on Hannah's face.
First to go, Sophie. It'll be Angel Yin.
It will. The last to get there is Angel. It's the place you practice from on Monday to Wednesday because of this pin position, and once again it's highlighting that you got to come out of the fairway here at Sentosa. The greens firm up. And now this flag is 2 off the back, it's about 5 off the edge of the bunker. No green to work with here.
Oh, this is hard.
I think that just summed it up. That's what we're all thinking, it's hard.
this close by hitting the pin. Time to show off, Angel.
Only way to stop that is to hold it.
Like my spin?
Running commentary from Angel Yin. Now Minji.
Classy shot from Minji Lee.
And Hannah can afford 3 putts. There's a player who's been top 5 in the world. You know, now back to 20th. This is a great moment for her to kickstart a great campaign in 26.
Absolutely, this will move her back up the rankings. She'll want to be top. You always want to be top from your country. She'll want to try and challenge Minji. And she's gone head-to-head with Minji today and done it.
Let's see if she can finish it off in style. Jared waving it on. And she'll have 2 putts from there to win, so the trophy is going to be hers. Angel Yin has shown some good form this week. The Australian contingent are ready with the champagne. There's Steph Kiriaka and Grace Kim was in there as well. They're a tightly knit bunch.
They are, and it's the international crown team. If you throw in Minji as well. They had a great time down in Korea at the end of last year.
This would be for a round of 70 for Angel Yin. It just shows you why this whole play is so tricky.
Yeah, just when that back tee is a really difficult tee shot to hit it on the fairway. And this is a big putt for Angel. This is to stay in solo third.
And just a little bit of noise coming from the folks around the 18th. Party can't start just yet.
Hold off another 5 minutes.
Be good news for Pauline Roussine-Bouchard. She's going to climb up into a tie for third. I think Angel will take quite a bit from this week.
Yeah, after struggling last week, you know, she was defending last week at the Honda, struggled a little bit, but bounced right back this week.
So it is going to be a round of 71 when this goes in. Be a top 5 finish at one of the premier events on the LPGA Tour. And Minji will be next to go. And she'll be disappointed. I mean, you know, we're looking at coming into the day, a lot of people were thinking it should be the world number 4 who would be the favourite to get it done.
Absolutely, she's going to be disappointed. She'll be disappointed with her own play, but happy for Hannah, her good friend.
Let's see if Minji can finish off with a par. Remain tied for third.
And that was quite the up and down out that back bunker.
She'll take a lot from the way she's putted, though.
Yeah, in her first start of the year, as we've said, you never quite know what you're going to come out with.
Well, Hannah Green with 2 putts to win from here. Let's see if she can finish it off with a par at the last. It's another Singapore success for Hannah Green, her second victory at the HSBC Women's World Championship. And the celebrations can begin with the Aussies. They'll have a good time celebrating this one. It fully deserved with the way she's played here.
Oh, absolutely. There's the other Australians, Karis Davidson, Grace Kim, Steph Kariakou. But she played the best golf today. She deserved to win it. She just didn't really give them a chance, and the one mistake she made on 14, she then came back with that great birdie on 15. A well-deserved swig of champagne.
Good to see the proper celebrations. Enough of the water. Let's get proper champagne out there. Well done, Hannah Green, and well done to hubby Jared Felton, who has been a rock star on the bag for Greenie this week. And yeah, to your point, Katrina, that 14th hole felt like it could be a pivotal moment. You know, the bogey from Greenie, the birdie from Minjee, and you thought, oh, this could get exciting, but quickly resolved that with that excellent birdie at 50, and then just class on the way in. Bogey home because she could afford to.
Yeah, I thought the way she played 16 just showed her experience, you know, not even risking going for that in 2, just taking the 3-wood off the tee, knowing she was going to play it as a 3-shot hole, and letting the others, the chasers, having to go for it.
They had a wonderful season back in 2024 when she claimed this prestigious championship, and then, as we alluded to throughout the course of the week, a little disappointed last year in 2025, not picking up a victory, but she's back to winning ways here in Singapore. Hannah Green, the champion, once again at the Sentosa Golf Club. Congratulations there too from Yuka Sasso, another former major champion. Bet you that cold towel feels pretty good in this heat. There was no stopping Hannah Green from the get-go this morning, from the starter's gun, the way she began with that birdie on the opening hole, all the way through to just tapping in for that bogey on the last. Hannah Green. Yeah, just the one-shot margin of victory, but really, I know we tried to play it up just for the sense of drama, but that birdie on 15 was never really in doubt, was it?
No, I think the 2 shots that stand out for me were the 5-wood into 8 and then that putt on 15.
Well, to absolutely no one's surprise, the round of the day, well, that goes to our champion Hannah Green, and she signaled her intentions early on the opening hole, Katrina.
She did indeed. The second shot on the first, just a wedge, just into kick-in distance.
Threw down the gauntlet early, would go on to pop that one, and then a string of pars before this spectacular 5-wood on the 8th.
Yeah, I think this for me was one of the best shots we saw today. She'd just seen her 2 playing partners find the penalty area, and she rifled this 5-wood in, landing short, nearly the albatross. It was trying, it was thinking about it, but setting up an eagle.
We had hands up in the commentary box because we thought it was tracking. It was a blemish-free hour half of 3 under par for Hannah Green, and then stood up to the 11th hole, which has claimed it's more than its fair share of victims today, but not Greenie on Sunday.
No, a great long iron here into that back right pin position, skirting round that bunker that guards the green on the right-hand side. The tree, sorry.
What she did so well. She is a brilliant front runner, has been all throughout her career. 75% conversion rate, up to an 80% conversion rate. We're heading into the final round with the lead. A birdie there, moved her to 15 under par. And then up to the Aon risk reward hole, the par 5 13th. Played it conservatively, but played it well.
Yeah. She just didn't give it a chance, really, did she? Always just peppering the flags.
Go on to pop that one in as well. Then there was that little hiccup on the 14th, but responded as champions do with this moment of magic at 15.
Yeah, slippery downhiller left to right. We saw a lot of people race this putt past, but not Hannah Green, the champion.
Was afforded the luxury of shots to spare coming up the last, bogeyed the 17th, had 3 putts for it on the 72nd hole, and if you got 3 putts, well, you use all 3. Hannah Green with the SIA round of the day, a 3 under par 69 that sees her lift this beautiful trophy for the 2nd time in 3 years. She joins Jin Young Ko and the great Inbee Park as only the 3rd multiple-time winner of the HSBC Women's World Championship. Hannah Green 69, your Singapore Airlines round of the day with a title today. Hannah Green picks up her 7th career title. Mentioned that joining the list with Inbee Park and Jin Young Ko, and it's been her first win since the BMW Ladies Championship at the end of the season in South Korea, and she moves over the $8 million US mark in career earnings, and she is the 3rd different winner 2026 LPGA Tour season, and it really sets her up for what could be another stunning year on the LPGA Tour, Katrina.
It could indeed. As you're saying, her 7th title now, and after those 3 wins, this could be another multiple win year for Hannah Green after getting off to that early win this week.
She'll be heading back to Hazeltine, where she won the KPMG Women's PGA Championship a couple of years ago. Does the race to the CME Globe stack up through the HSBC Women's World Championship here in Singapore? Well, that win from Hannah Green has propelled her over Nelly Korda into 2nd, just behind last week's winner Gino Titigun, who didn't have her best stuff in the Lion City. Chizzy EY runner-up to Titigun last week. In 4th, Austin Kim rounding out your top 5 with Lydia Ko just on the outside looking in 6th. And the congratulations and well wishes already starting to pour in for our champion here in Singapore. She takes home the trophy again in Singapore. Well, I understand Sophie Walker, who has been walking the fairways for us all week long, has a very special guest. She's joined by the winning caddy, Jared Felton.
Jared, you have a fantastic partnership with Hannah off the golf course, but today you had one on it. How proud are you of your wife?
Unbelievable. She obviously dug deep there towards the end. The great birdie on 15, which I feel like that's when she felt like she had a chance to win this tournament. And then we just did what we needed to do coming in the stretch, and yeah, she wanted to hit some shots and she hit them. And she's so good under pressure. It's everything that I wish I could be as a player as well.
You're speaking like a caddy here, but I want to hear it from a husband's point of view, the emotions that you have out there, the nerves to start with, and then the walk down 18.
The nerves were pretty good, actually. I mean, she's pretty cool, calm and collected, but then she said on kind of 17, she's like, I kind of feel a little nervous here, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we just kind of stuck to what we were doing. I mean, we got married 2 years ago, but this is a pretty good day too. So yeah, it's been a great week. It's been a great couple of weeks, actually. I've never had the chance to caddy for her on the LPGA, and just to watch her go about her craft and do what she does, it's just great.
So is there a change of career?
Who knows? Who knows? It's been great, and we've got Aussie Open coming up, and we want to win that as well. So let's do that.
Well, what a fantastic pair to watch. Congratulations and enjoy it.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your help.
Sophie Walker asking the tough questions out there, but no, well done Jared Felton and well done Hannah Green. What a team they have been, and it can be a bit of a double-edged sword having your partner on your bag, as you well know, Katrina.
Yeah, it can be. When things are going well, it's great. But it is, because that's the person who's there wanting you to do the best. They're definitely 100% behind you. And to be able to share a moment like this, that winning moment, the victory, you can just see the emotion hear the emotion in his voice.
Yeah, it's been a pretty special start to the husband and wife caddy player duo, Jared Felton and Hannah Green. If there are more moments like that to come, well, who's to say that we're not going to see Jared on the bag for Greenie a little more.
I don't know who enjoyed that more, the three of them running on, spraying the champagne.
Fantastic scenes here on the 72nd hole as Hannah Green collects biggest prize here for the second time in 3 years. And a word also for the wonderful host venue that is the Sentosa Golf Club, Katrina. From the moment the players and anyone arrive here at this beautiful property, they are looked after so well by the amazing team here, led by President Andrew Lim, Captain Daryl Wee, and of course Andrew Johnston, who leads a wonderful team of staff here at this amazing golf club. Players, officials, caddies, volunteers, and even the odd commentator or two made to feel right at home.
And a testament to the course is the quality of the winners that you've had over the years.
Absolutely, and this course is presented in phenomenal shape pretty much every day of the year. They take great pride in something called TR360, tournament ready 365 days a year here. And Roddy McEwen and his staff do a fantastic job indeed. So well done to the hard-working team here at Sentosa Golf Club for another fantastic edition of the HSBC Women's World Championship. It's been a brilliant year here, a brilliant start to the year at the HSBC Women's World Championship. I'm sure Hannah Green can't wait to get her hands on that beautiful trophy. Time to send it over to Tom Abbott and the prize presentation on the 18th green. Over to you, Tom.
Well, thanks, Tim, and welcome to the 18th green and our prize presentation for the HSBC Women's World Championship. I'd like to welcome the dignitaries that we have on the green with me here on 18. First of all, Wonky Ju, the CEO of HSBC Singapore. Chris Matson, Managing Director, LPGA Asia Pacific. Andrew Lim, President of Sentosa Golf Club and Board Member of Sentosa Development Corporation. And Grant Slack, the Executive Vice President and Managing Director of Golf for IMG. Now, junior golf is very important to HSBC, and we have a couple of HSBC junior golfers with us here on the 18th who are going to bring out the trophy and the champion's necklace. So please come on out. This year's exclusive Orchid of Champions necklace is a bespoke tribute to the indomitable spirit of golf created by Resis, a distinguished BP De Silva Group brand. It reflects a partnership which transcends a 150-year relationship with HSBC. Thank you so much for bringing the trophy and the necklace out. Give them a big round of applause. Our junior golfers, part of the HSBC Junior program, they do so much to develop golf all around the world. Well, there's one person missing from the 18th green. I want you to give a big, big cheer for our champion this year, Hannah Green. Hannah's second victory here at Sentosa in the HSBC Women's World Championship. And Hannah, you can get your hands not only on the trophy, but the necklace first, and Wonky Ju is going to make that presentation. And we have someone to take that necklace. It won't go far, don't worry, you'll get your hands on it a little bit later on. But an increase in the prize fund this year, $3 million prize fund, first prize $450,000, and of course you're lifting that trophy once again. Wonky Ju, could you do the honors and pass over the trophy to our champion? Is it pretty heavy? Do you want to keep it, or do you want to put it down?
I think it deserves its own podium.
Let's talk about why this golf course has been so good to you. What is it that brings out the best in you here?
Yeah, I really don't know what it is, but I always enjoy my time in Singapore. Sentosa is an amazing venue. I mean, you could putt on some of these tee boxes here. So I think it helps that there's a lot of West Australians that come out and follow me during the week and support me. But I actually think this week perhaps having my husband on the bag was also very helpful too.
For a second time, right? He caddied last week. What was it about the dynamic of having him on the back? He's a professional himself that aided you to victory today.
Yeah, today was actually probably the most nervous I've been on a golf course, and so he was really helpful, being obviously by my side, but it was also nice playing with Minji, obviously a friend of mine, so yeah, he did really well. So I don't know if this is going to continue. My usual caddy Dave is still hired, just to put that out there for everyone that thinks this might be a full-time thing, but yes, obviously he's done very well, and we actually have a couple more tournaments to go, so hopefully we can repeat this.
And how important is it to get off to a start like this early in the season?
Yeah, definitely. It sets up your year. You can kind of change perhaps your schedule and prioritise everything for the majors. Obviously gets us into the Tournament of Champions, which is a great event. So yeah, it's really nice to hit the ground running, and I think I might have to change some of my goals now. So.
Well, there should be lofty goals for you this season. I know there are a few people that you would like to thank here at the HSBC Women's World Championship.
Of course. First of all, obviously HSBC for putting on such a great championship for all of us players. It seems like this is one of the biggest sporting events that you guys, look after, and for women's golf, it's amazing. To Sentosa, to IMG, to all the other partners for putting all the efforts that you put in for. Us players really appreciate it, and we probably don't say thank you enough. To my husband, my family, my team, and my friends on the back of the green there, thank you for all the support that you provide me through the ups and through the downs. But yeah, I love coming to Singapore. It's funny, this is actually my 7th win on tour, and 7's my lucky number, so hopefully that's good signs, and can perhaps get another couple more wins. So thank you everyone, thanks to the crowd for being really supportive. I think, yeah, there was so many people watching us out on course today and helping me get over the line, so thanks for coming out, and I look forward to defending next year.
Hannah Green, our champion for 2026. Hannah, lift that trophy one more time for us. Tim.
Oh, goodness. Get Tom a cold beverage and a bit of air conditioning. He has deserved it. Many congratulations, Hannah Green. What a special victory, and so gracious and likable in that thank you speech. And really wish Hannah the best for the rest of the year, because my goodness, if she continues to produce this kind of golf, Katrina, she is going to have a lot more trophies in that mantle.
She is indeed, and you just heard herself say in her speech she's going to kind of reevaluate her goals, go out there, kind of go for the majors, going to try and get some more wins this year.
It's been a fantastic fortnight here on the LPGA Tour, and we've still got more golf to come. The tour rolls along to Blue Bay in Hainan next week. Many congratulations once again, Hannah Green, on a second HSBC Women's World Championship title. Another unforgettable week here in Singapore. Many thanks to everyone who has worked so tirelessly to put this together. On behalf of Tom Abbott, the legend that is Katrina Matthew, our hard-working on-course commentator Sophie Walker, and myself, Timothy Lowe, it's been a privilege and a pleasure to have your company over the last couple of days. Stay safe, have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll see you next week on the LPGA Tour. Bye-bye for now.